Welcome back, guys. It is Bes-TEAS.
Start again.
Welcome back. Okay, and welcome back, guys. It is your co-host Stephanie with my bestie
Aisha.
and we are here for Bes-TEAS, spilling tea from time. Week 2.
We're back.
We're back. Okay. You need a sedative. You need a sedative on Sundays.
Sedative Sundays.
Sedative Sundays.
For Aisha. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
I'll get you a prescription.
No.
Or like something off the
I'm
street.
just hype. I'm excited because I'm sitting here with my best friend, season 2 of our podcast.
And I look so cute and green.
And you do look super cute in your Adidas
Oh, I thank you. I look like an athlete, at least. No. Anywho.
Today's topic.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We're talking about, okay, so let's just talk about this first because this is where this whole entire topic came from. Have you all seen the new, I mean, it's not totally new now, like everybody's seen it, but have you seen the documentary called Unknown Number?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
My God.
my goodness gracious.
You see my face?
So we watched this documentary, Unknown Number. And if I tell you how I almost flipped the table in my living room and the amount of bad words that came out of my mouth towards this woman who looks like a horse, by the way. First of all, fix your face. You can't be that mean and like look like that.
Real talk. Sorry.
Real talk. You can't be all of the horrible things. That's
If you haven't
so
seen
horrible
it, yeah.
that
If
I
you
just
haven't
said
seen
that.
it, no, but listen, this woman actually deserves this. And if you haven't seen it, we're not going to give it away too much.
But I mean, TikTok has given it all away.
Yes, true. TikTok has given
you
it
can
away. Yeah.
literally watch every single.
You know what?
You
You're
can
right.
watch
You're
the
right.
whole entire documentary on TikTok
Without
if you
having to
just
watch the
wanted to
documentary.
scroll
Yeah.
through somebody's like page.
Yeah.
But truthfully, it's young people.
Yeah.
We're talking about social media today,
Yeah.
and we're talking about the effects on friendship and like the effects on people with social media. But this woman, used her texting, to
abuse her daughter.
Abuse her daughter to the point of telling her to kill herself. And damaged every single one of her friendships, her community, her relationship with her boyfriend, and everything that you could possibly damage, she damaged by utilizing this tool of text and,
It's so
stalking,
bad.
Facebook stalking, Instagram stalking, all of the things, to find out about her daughter's life and to really understand what her daughter was going through and then absolutely destroy her. And we started this conversation on, and I mean, we started this last season. Actually, we talked about the effects of social media on, I just said social media. Social.
I didn't catch it.
I'm talking so fast because I am
heated
about this woman. This woman made me actually insane. Like, I was not okay. I was flipping things. Blankets were going crazy. I'm like, this ugly, blah, 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 blah. I was going nuts. But social media can drive you to do those things. And
Sorry, I'd also like to say, along with being a sociopath, I'm on this. I'm going to keep it 100. Like, nobody in their right mind cyber stalks their kid and then also comforts your kid when you're the perpetrator who's causing the harm.
What a weirdo.
Like, that's wild.
Such a weird thing.
It's sick.
You're such a weirdo.
You're a terrible person. Sorry. Like, you know what?
Social media causes people to do crazy things.
It does.
And I feel like social media, especially, I'm like, don't come for me, but I am going to talk about COVID right now. I'm going to talk about COVID-19. Okay. Pandemic times. Okay. I'm going to talk about it. During pandemic, everybody used social media or texting or messaging or whatever to find connection. We took what was sort of like simple apps that people used before COVID. I don't think that people were as addicted, I think, to social media like before the whole pandemic, when we weren't allowed to be around each other.
And to connect with people.
And to connect with the people around us. And all of this was happening through COVID. Like, did you see that? It was all happening like in this period of time.
She needed a hobby.
She did need a hobby.
Like a big time hobby. Like pick up knitting.
Did you see how much alcohol was on her table?
Yeah,
that was
you know what?
during COVID. I'm just.
But then drink. Be an alcoholic. Like, which I'm not condoning. Sorry, I'm not condoning being an alcoholic. But like, stick with that.
Do something else.
But like, how we went from that to like, I'm gonna cyber bully my kid and every child out there.
Yes, like every child in the town. There was not very many of them.
Sorry, I'm back in fat burn. I watched this video. I watched this documentary. And 90% I was in fat burn because I was so mad. But people are utilizing social media in this way to tear people down.
Yeah. Yep. And we have seen it done. We've seen it done in our own friendship groups. We've seen things happen. We've seen things happen on social media and on Facebook for the old people. Yeah. You know, we've seen people make comments and really try and tear people down on social media. But did it not stem from having to only utilize social media to have some kind of window like into people's lives, right? Yeah. Like during the pandemic, we really utilized all of those messaging apps. And that's when, oh God, FaceTime, which is like the devil's work for me. It is literally, I hate FaceTime.
Were people FaceTiming you? I never FaceTimed
all the time.
I mean, but we were in our
I just want to see your face. Why? I look the same. I'm the same now as I was 14 minutes ago. I don't want to be seen.
I don't want to see your face.
I don't want to be seen.
Oh, I never really I mean, we were in each other's bubbles, so maybe that's why I still saw you.
Yeah, we did drive-bys to each other's house and like stood outside and
but
had Christmas and stuff outside.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did. What a weird time. Anyways, we won't talk about the pandemic right now because it's super controversial. But we are going to talk about social media and the effects on friendship. And I guess one of the things that I wanted to ask you is, do you think now, after the pandemic, after we utilized it to only connect with each other 24 hours a day, do you feel like people are more connected now, or do you feel like people are kind of disconnected or shutting down because of the overuse of social media?
So I will say, I think there are a lot more fake connections.
Yeah.
Because of social media. I think we grew up in a time where when you met someone and you established a relationship, there was a friendship. I think social media allows for very kind of casual, fake relationships. I think they have blown up. I think then people created a lot more fake friendships. And then I think people became overwhelmed because you have to kind of maintain these fake friendships, which I'm going to go down like this big vicious cycle, which then I think perpetuated people having to create a life because all these people were now you're friends with. So now you got to look like life is great and life is grand type of thing. So I do think there's been... I mean, I support social media.
Yeah,
I love social
absolutely.
Media.
We're on social media. Like we utilize social media and it's something that you've used for work and I use for work and things. So we are on social media in a way to connect with people.
Yes, 100%.
But what does that mean for like how many... I looked at my Facebook friends the other day because we were prepping for this. Yeah. And I have like... This is not a big number by any means, but I have like 1,000 people, I think, on my Facebook. And then I was like, do I even know 1,000 people? I literally talked to 3. I talked to 3 people in like a regular rotation. If you haven't hit the 3, like you're not on my mind, you know? And sorry to anyone
who's outside of 3. Now,
sorry, 6, maybe 8 that are in constant rotation.
I was like, you better up that number because there's a lot of people that you talk to that are like,
wait a second.
3.
Do you not like me?
Yeah.
No. Okay. 8 that are in like a regular rotation.
Yeah.
Is certainly not 1,000.
Yeah.
How did I meet those people, I wonder?
Well, okay. I think in fairness, if you think about school, like elementary school, work, I mean, I think I probably have the same amount. I do think like if I were to look at my like Facebook friends, I could definitely say like I know at least 50%. Example, my Instagram, like my Me to Moi, I have like 31,000 people. Of that 31,000 people that are following me, I probably know like 400.
400 is still a lot of flipping people.
It is, but like compared to the number of people that follow,
that follow you.
And I don't and I'm not out here maintaining any level of relationship with the other 25,000 people. You know what I mean? So to your point, I think again, social media has created connections, but like I think how it's affected friendship is that it's create a little bit like more is that what?
Disingenuous?
Disingenuous. Thank you. Disingenuous connections.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what app would you keep? If you could only keep like one app to actually have real friendships on, to actually have like real live connections with people, what app would you keep and what would you get rid of?
Oh, that's a good one. Is WhatsApp considered an app? Is it?
No.
No? Okay.
It's like a downloadable app to your phone because it's a messaging app. But like I'm talking about social media.
Social media? Like honestly, probably none. Because I feel like, again, similar to you, like I connect with my friends via WhatsApp.
Like actually
messaging or speaking. Instagram, it's like, obviously we communicate quite a bit on but just through memes and stupidness. You know what I mean? But if it was about which it would probably be none. Because for me, it would probably
be Facebook.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because I'm in that generation. Hi, I'm old.
I mean, we're the same age.
But no, I think that Facebook is an easier one to connect with and have like more conversation with.
I would not have pegged you. I would have said Instagram for you.
Oh, I hate them all. But like, I do. I hate them all because they're all connections to me. And you know how much
I know how much you love a connection.
I love that. Yeah, I think I would probably only keep Facebook. I don't do Snapchat because it confuses the heck out of me. Snapchat. And the only thing that I've ever sent is like photos with me with some sort of crazy filter.
I don't do Snapchat.
I like the crazy filters, the ones that like turn me into like an alien or something, and then I send it to somebody.
I don't do
But
Snapchat.
I don't do, like, Instagram is okay. Mm-hmm. But then when I lost my Instagram account and I lost everything and never got it back because Instagram thought I wasn't me for some reason, that was hard.
Yeah.
And so for Instagram, like for anything sort of meta, they made me mad. Mm-hmm. But Facebook falls under there. But they haven't really destroyed
they haven't
destroyed my Facebook account yet. But TikTok, I literally am just there for the nonsense.
For the videos. Yeah, 100%.
I don't know anybody on TikTok. Like I have, I don't know, 6 people that I actually know on TikTok, and then the rest of them are randoms, and I'm just looking at your nonsense.
We have 49 followers on
49,
right? Look at us with like over 7,000 likes. Look at us.
Look at that shake. Look at that shake.
But I'm with you. I mean,
it's not a huge, I mean, would we like to grow our following? Sure. Yeah. But I would like to know people. And I think that that's why we also want to talk to people more. We want to connect with people and speak to them and get their opinions and everything about the podcast, because it is more about the connection for us.
So, and less the social media. To more
people talking to me.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You can have it both ways, babe. You can.
Anywho, let's ask the viewers right now, has social media ever destroyed one of your friendships? We would like to know, have you ever had an issue with social media on any of the platforms that has actually really damaged, destroyed, affected your relationship negatively, your friendship? Have you had one?
I haven't had one, but I've definitely, like, as you speak about that, I mean, I've definitely seen things on social media where I'm like, I know you're lying. Like,
you know what I see on social media that makes me kind of
grind your gears?
It's the crash outs. It's like the real... I saw this one, and I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I watched it happen in real time on Facebook, and this guy was legitimately crashing out about, I don't know, you know what? I'm not even gonna say because I think that he knows that. Anyways, the crash out was so wild. And then I thought to myself, how does that affect the rest of your life?
Or
because you've had this really public crash out online. Yeah. My kids are going to cringe that I said crash out also.
My kids cringe at it also. Also, they also cringe. This is my new thing. Like,
oh, I hate that so much. I hate it. But I know that for sure my kids are going to cringe at the crash out. But I watched it in real time happen. Yeah. And the only thing that I was thinking is like, where do you go from there? where do you go after you have literally burned down your entire life on social media? You've called out your wife, your whoever she's cheating with.
Oh, like they crashed out.
Oh, yeah. So somebody, a crackhead. I'm not even joking. I watched this. I'm going to fight somebody at some hotel. I'm coming to get you. When I tell you the crash out was like post, and pictures come and fight me and all the kind of thing. What do you do? Where do you go from there?
You know what? I feel like two things happen in that circumstance. Number one, you have a moment of like, I definitely went left, or you're committed to your crash out and you just keep it moving. Honestly,
that's what this person has done.
Yeah, I've definitely
he has pretended like nothing of this has existed.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like at that point you might as well. You might as well just keep it
commit to the crash
commit to the crash out, because at that point, really, like they put it out on social media, so like they have to expect that there will be a reaction. So I think they're committed. I think they're committed to it.
How would you? So if you saw me crash out online, what would you do?
I'm driving to your house and I'm taking your phone. Straight good.
I've done that before.
Yeah, because
I've had to do that for somebody before.
Because I would know that you are so far deep in your crash out that you're not being logical.
Yeah.
And knowing you, I know that after that, you'd be like, oh my God, I cannot believe that I did that, or I said that because of my husband, my family, my kids. Like, I know the depth of regret that would come after that would be significant because I know you. So I would literally drive to your house and take your phone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm prepared to fight with you on
to
that
get
end,
to get me out of the messy
mess. 100%. 1,000%. Because I know you enough to know, like, your blind rage right now is superseding your logic, because that's not who you are.
But don't you think that that's what happens sometimes in social media, is that we get ourselves really worked up about something that we've... What I don't understand is how you get worked up about people that you don't know, like how people make these horrendous comments on other people's social media, and like you don't even know that person. You don't know anything about them. You've never spoken to that person. You have nothing to do with their life.
You. Like,
they don't know that you exist, and you are so pressed about this person's behavior, their lifestyle, their look, their weight, their hair. Shout out to the people that told me that I had cute hair, though. I have had some creepy people. So shout out to them too.
Yeah.
Love you guys for the creepiness. But like social media for me has become kind of like this really dangerous place.
A toxic playground.
And I think that, especially for our kids, and for our friendships, because social media can get really toxic. It can get really, really messy. How do we navigate that? Like, how do people really put the brakes on what they're taking in and like protecting themselves? And like, I understand how people get into arguments on Facebook, because people say some really horrible, nasty things. And how do you not respond to be like, oh, that's not who I am, or you know, like, or get upset when people call you names, or what? My biggest thing is I've always thought that people are going to be like, remember when we had that episode and I was talking about food shoveling into somebody's mouth?
And you know, I saw that the other day in a restaurant, and I thought of you. I was like, Steph would lose it if she saw literally holding the fork.
But the only thing that went through my mind coming into a social media platform and coming into a podcast where I would be seen by people is that, she's been shoveling food into her mouth too.
Okay.
Because I'm always like, okay, I know that some hater out there is going to be like, oh, you're fat. Okay. And okay. and what?
Yeah.
I'm fat and what? Like, what are we going to do about it? But going into social media, I really had to sit, and I get this from my dad. Because my dad will diss you until you make a different decision, like, especially about names.
Until you shut it down?
Like, remember when I was going to name my firstborn, I wanted to name my kid Joaquin. I went through this whole entire thing. I wanted to name my firstborn Joaquin. And my dad's like, where's he walking to? And I was like, Dad. And he took every single one. Yeah, shout out to Daddy. He took every single one of the names that I wanted, and he ripped it to shreds. And so now I do that. that. Like before I put myself on social media, that's why you don't see me in a selfie. I don't take selfies. Ever. I don't. I hate them. Ridiculous. I don't do it. But it really is like social media has affected my mind.
No, I can
like,
hear that.
What are other people going to say about me so that I don't like put myself out there first? Like it's just this really weird place to be in, right?
I mean, I feel like I operate with this mindset of like, and you kind of know me, most things I'm like, whatever, man. Like if you have the time and the energy to go through a whole podcast, watch it, and then write about it, then right? And like, they're stupid, or I don't like this one, or I don't like her, or what they said is, you wasted your whole 35 minutes. You know what I mean?
But it's hard to get it out of your mind. And I know that some people go through their social media like this. Yeah. You know, there's people that have had to quit social media. There's people that have had to take a step back.
Yeah,
because it can really affect their mental state and like the way that they see themselves or, you know, social media is just like, we've always said this, it is a highlight reel of your life. Social media does not tend to show you every single hardship that somebody has had to get through to get to their moment of success, right?
So I would say, I think people also have to be honest about what social media does for you.
Yeah.
So if you are entering into social media because it's a platform to bring your cause forward or to bring a perspective or to show pictures of your kids, or your friends, and it's literally that, then that's what it is. If you're entering into social media because you're seeking, and I'm going to keep it real, there are people that get on social media because they need validation, because they need people to like their outfits, like their hair, like where they're going, what they're eating, all of that, then you're partially setting yourself up for the critique. And I think those are the ones that struggle with the backlash. Now, that's not to say even if you are self-assured that you're not going to be impacted by people like just at you about things, but I think you have to enter into social media with a very clear understanding about self and what you're putting out there and what could be reciprocated. I don't enter into social media. Like, again, the work that I do as a health coach, I know there are people out there that probably watch her like she's full of shit or it doesn't make sense. I have to know that. But I also have to know that what I'm bringing to the table has value, and who it's for is who it's for. And if you don't agree, cool.
Yeah, because social media doesn't always give you like the opportunity to be heard, like the way that you can articulate. Yeah, the way that you can articulate, or like the way that you feel like you should be taken in. Like everybody's perspective is their reality, right? Yeah. Like everybody, the way that they look at things that's the reality for them. Yeah. And you can't always change the way that people view you or see you or whatever. But I just think that social media can be this really tough thing to maintain, to develop friendships or maintain friendships. And where does, like, how do you go through the process of maintaining this online personality? I don't know how to.
So again, for me, I think
my mind went blank there for a second. I just want to tell you, like, I was in the middle of this conversation and then my mind just went. It just was
I thought your question would finish. Oh, well, you actually ended. It went blank at the end of a conversation.
Look at that.
Of a statement. But is
it like an absent seizure or something? Is that what I just had? I just kind of went, huh?
You glitched.
I did.
You glitched.
It was a glitch. Yeah. Maybe this is social media.
Yeah, maybe. But I think if you, and this possibly could just be my mindset. For me, everything is about intention. If I'm connecting with you, I'm connecting with you either because, I don't know, I liked something that you say, I like your vibe, I like your outfit, and not even because I have a relationship with you. I just like your energy that you're bringing forward. So I'm going to, follow you, right?
Like, subscribe, and share.
But I'm not, this is why, right? But I have to know that I'm not looking to build a relationship, a friendship with you. You know what I mean? I just know I'm following you because I think there's something cool about what you're talking about or sharing, or your look or your outfit, whatever that looks like. And that's what that is.
Yeah.
Again, I think sometimes people put far too much, not the word energy, they put far too much into online friendships. A friendship, and maybe because of our age, a friendship actually has to be built in connection through conversation.
Young people don't do that. They don't know how to connect.
So herein lies our root issue, right? Herein lies our root issue, because when they get out in the world And I even
expected to connect.
Yeah. And they're like, literally.
But I feel like an adult generation, and I will say this, even when we were isolated for those 5 years, we weren't allowed to have this kind of personal human connection unless you had, I don't know, what was it, 6 people that were around your bubble. Yeah. You weren't allowed to connect. Yeah. So have we lost some of those social skills during that time that we had worked so hard to develop and to teach our kids? Yeah. All those kids that were born in that time weren't able to build that foundation of social connection, the real life social connection. Yeah. And so everything became like an online weird bond.
Yeah. I think it did. First, listen, COVID-19 absolutely impacted people's ability to forge like interactive friendship, especially for kids, because they missed a good portion.
Yeah, like 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years of like development and relationships in school. But I'm going to go back and put a little bit of the onus back on parents to say that we still then had a responsibility to help nurture that, right? And in how we help kids rebuild interactions and friendships, like in this current day, recognizing that there's still online is big. Whether it's school, school is huge online. I mean, I haven't seen a piece of paper from my kids, and everything's online.
Yeah, everything is online,
which is fine. I get that, but online can never supersede. This is just my opinion. Online cannot supersede actual interaction and friendships. And I think as long as we keep saying, well, everything's online, then we also create the excuse for kids or even us as adults to stay online behind the screen and not figure out how we're going to put ourselves.
And staying online behind the screen also gives you the opportunity to be something that you're not, right? Like we talk about keyboard warriors, like the people, you would never say that to somebody to their face because they would punch you in your face.
In your mouth.
They break your nose. You can't say that to people dead in their eye without them having some kind of actual reaction that is going to pummel you into the depths of the earth. Because why are you saying that? It's so out of pocket.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just feel like, again, I acknowledge, and I mean, I love social media. I'm not even going to front. I love a TikTok. I love an Instagram. I love a LinkedIn. Like I really do value those platforms, but I also know what they are. It's a legit platform.
Don't you feel like there's so many rules now, though, to like maintaining friendships online? Like my biggest thing is birthdays. I don't know how everybody else feels about birthdays, but it's almost like, not performative, but you have to...
Happy birthday.
Well, no, you have to... You say happy birthday, but then you got to make an Instagram reel or you got to make a TikTok reel. I mean, we do it for each other.
Yeah, I think it depends.
Besties. But I think that it's become like a really big thing. And if people don't give you that kind of accolades or people don't reach out and celebrate you online like that, like, do you feel like you don't have no friends?
It's possible. I mean, you could feel that way, but... again, I'm going to use myself. I have a lot of friends who didn't post online, but sent me really loving message.
Called
and sent me a message, right? I recognize it's generational. I recognize that my perspective or the way I take in social media is very different. But if you feel a type of way because your friend didn't post your face on social media, like wishing you a happy birthday, I think your friendship is in bigger trouble than them maybe being busy and not posting something. You know what I mean? Like, again, maybe it seems simple to me, but I'm like, if you're feeling a type of way because someone didn't post and say happy birthday with a picture or a story.
We talked about the likes before.
Yeah.
And people get in their feelings about the likes.
Real in their feelings.
People get in their feelings, but people also get in their feelings about the celebrations. Like, what do you do when you see somebody, like one of your friends maybe celebrating one of their life milestones or something online and you're not invited?
I say money and a gift. I'm going to say money. Sorry, that sounds so bad. But like... I don't know. Maybe I'm a different breed of person. Bae, you know me. I am so unbothered.
I was just about to say, you are so Jimmy Crack Corn.
I am so Jimmy Crack Corn. I don't, like, it doesn't affect me. I'm like, all right, well, I wasn't on the list. Cool. And I'm not even petty enough to be like, oh, my next birthday, you're not invited. I'm just like, okay, I wasn't there. Happy birthday. Keep it moving.
So you are just in the mindset of keep it moving.
I really am.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
So what do we tell them out there?
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Okay? keep your circle small and keep it moving. Real talk. Okay. I know I'm yelling. And I know we need to bring this to a close.
She is actually yelling in this studio right now, just so everybody knows. She is actually...
You want to know why?
Yelling in this studio about keep it moving on.
And keep your circle small. And I
think also what you're trying to say...
Yeah.
What she's trying to say is value your in-person relationships.
Man.
We have to start putting more emphasis on the actual personal connection because that is so lost. It is like a love connection that is lost between people right now.
Yeah.
And I think that it is... Don't come at me for my political views.
Yeah.
But I think that it is creating such an unrest because we are so selfish and we have stopped a personal, intimate connection with people that we have become such a selfish community. And there is no more, I'm going to hold you up. I'm going to support you. I'm going to be here for you. If I don't see it happening on social media, I'm not going to comment about it. Like that's how people really are. And they're only utilizing this online connection, which is always this far away. You're always able to be at arm's length with people instead of having real life connections with people with real problems and real arguments and real, passion and real communication. You can't read somebody's facial expressions or you can't read their hand gestures like me, like I'm constantly with my hands, but you can't read that through a screen
or an online text.
And I think that we're losing a huge part of that real true connection by just focusing on an online platform or focusing on social media and focusing on only developing friendships and relationships online. And like, how do we come back from that? I think that's, if you guys want to talk about it, if you want to have the conversation further, we would love to
know,
continue this conversation about how do we start to reconnect people back together.
Yeah. In person.
Or
maybe not in person, because I know depending on, you could have friendships that are long distance. But again, I think just how are we placing energy and time back in building relationships? And whether that is online, because you can still have great relationships online. We're definitely not saying like you can't have a real friendship if you're friends with someone who's online. We're just simply saying how much, like, what is the energy and the time that you're placing to build these relationships?
Yeah.
That's what it ultimately comes down to. And I think for me, like when it comes to online, you have to be real about like what you're doing online. Like what is the real intent? Right. What's the real intent?
Yeah. Because I know during the stay-at-home situation, my son did make a friend online and he became actually a very, very good friend. I did have to check though, because I'm like, this could be like a 43-year-old guy from Nebraska that you're talking to, you know what I mean? But it didn't. It turned out he was legit. He was a really nice kid. But they have developed this online friendship, but I'm like, go there, meet the person. Like, don't be scared for like the actual physical connection of having a real friend and having, these real things in life. A trip is just a trip, like make it. Yeah. And don't be conned because...
Yeah. I mean, that's a whole other... I mean, I know we have to wrap up, but
we're wrapping.
That is a whole other... You ever seen the Tinder Swindler?
Tinder Swindler.
Woo! That's a whole other... Anyways, we're not here to do movie reviews.
We've
but that's
kind of been all over the place right now. Yeah. We've been all over the place through social media, and I'm sure that we'll come back and talk about it again because it is a really big topic for friendships and like how you carry on in your friendship and how to maintain close relationships with people. Yeah. And online is one of the platforms, and it can be great. It can be not so great. It can be tragic. It can be
it can be dramatic.
It can be dramatic.
Yeah. But I think at the end of the day, again, as the individual, you just have to be real about, again, your entrance and what social media is for you in relation to friendships and how you allow what's happening online to affect you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
and
great.
That's our TED Talk for the day.
That's the TED Talk. Let's not get sued by them. It's not TED Talk.
I mean, it's not
the TED Talk. It's the Bes-TEAS.
It's a Talk.
It's the Bes-TEAS.
It's the Bes-TEAS. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Have a great week. Get online. No. Like, subscribe, share us. Okay? Like, subscribe.
Do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. See us on TikTok.
Like, share, subscribe.
Let's become
Bes-TEAS.
friends.
Bye.
Bye.